forward in the animal or the lovely animal, like you look forward, then I am going to become this animal if I get the chance to become. Like someone wants to become a bear, a panda, someone looks forward to become an eagle, lion. So this will also like in the next life, if you want to become an animal, which animal whom do you think to become? So just give an example and give a reason for it. Like why you want to become lion, panda or anything else. Just give me one reason. So starting with me, then I will start from Chandan and then we will go through. So I want to become an eater. Why? Because my mind always keep on the sky, searching for something new findings or new learnings. So that's why I look forward to becoming an eater, to go up to the sky and look at the world. Just like my mind goes to the sky. Now Chandan.
Okay, so I want to become horse. It's always like fit. It's always hard work and keep himself myself fit.
Okay. So Chandan has believed as a horse because the mind and body keep moving on, moving how the horse moves. Yeah, no.
I would like to become a lion because he is the leader of the pack. His mindset is that of a leader, and he only works for a certain time and he rests the entire day. That is someone I want to be like.
So Anurag as a leader wants to become the lion who is the leader of the jungle. Yeah.
Maybe two extremes. Either to be a bird, just fly around, or if not bird, I'll become one that just stay.
So if you have to respect either the bird or either the panda.
I want to be a lion because it's the king of the jungle.
So lion, my is wants to become lion because lion is the king of the jungle. Yeah.
I would like to become a fox, even though they are famous for their cunningness, but they are also famous for their cleverness.
Okay, the fox are as clever as fox, so as I can say as clever as a pig. Yeah.
I'd like to become a horse.
Horse.
One because I used to purely like them when I was a kid. I used to go horse riding every Sunday. But also I really like how poised and gracious they are and how free they are. So yeah, that's what I like about them.
So we get to know like one of the person is there who know horse riding in our Toastmasters. You should. Okay. Good. Pooja?
Yeah, so I want to like a lawyer because I want to play like a leadership role, so I want to manage all these things from my life.
Yeah, elephant also like he also roll the art so well. You can become elephant also. He is also the leader of their like group. Yeah, man.
I would like to be a giraffe.
Giraffe.
Why I would like to be giraffe? Because I think feeling myself as a role of giraffe, I can evolve myself from the lower level to the higher level with the passage of time by removing my limiting beliefs, my negative thinking, and whatever comes in front of me, I will try to capture by evolving and making me from one stage to the other by making my neck long.
Okay, this is something different to like this. No problem. And we know the pause for anybody to negative to positive perspective.
Can I become human again? Humans are also animals.
No, again you want to
Then I'll become someone, maybe basically bacteria or virus and can die within us. I don't want to live as any other animals.
You don't want to
I can become a bacteria or virus.
Lifespan is very less.
Yes.
First don't become a COVID virus. Yes, sir.
My name is Sanjeev. I joined first time. And we want to be a dog. Dogs are very near to the human beings. So they are very to the society also. Wherever I go, I just keep saving the society and living well.
So violate the laws.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
So, with all AI coming into picture, I would like to become a robot.
Robot is not allowed. Robot is not allowed.
Robot is an animal.
Who knows? Next, the robot who knows, those robots will also have human emotions.
Yeah, so sir also yeah.
So my name is Naman and I have come here as a guest first time. So if I were an animal, I would be a dolphin because they are very intelligent, and secondly, they always smile, and thirdly, they are perfect at what they do.
That's very good. It's a lovely animal.
Sorry, I have come late. I have no idea what it is.
How if you get the chance to become an animal, which animal you are looking forward to and why?
I would like to become a dog because I'm loyal to.
Dog. So yeah, sad.
I would like to become cat because the timing or the energy cat has.
Okay, the timing then. So you can become the big cat. Yeah.
So I want to become actress due to the leadership skill that he shows.
Yeah. Okay.
So I would like to be a bird because I read somewhere that some of the migratory birds travel from Europe to over the Asia continent. So they travel entire world almost. So I want to be a bird.
So now I can see your explorer point of perspective from the world you are saying. Yeah.
I wanted to become cheetah.
Cheetah. Okay.
Because I love speed, and when I'm running myself, I'm not able to feel the air at that speed. So I believe when I become cheetah, then I will be able to feel the air touching my face in a better way.
So you want to athletics?
Yeah.
To get casual to dance with the cheetah. Yeah.
I would like to be a wolf.
What? I don't get it. What? Why?
Why it's like clever animal and it's it's active like never give up like that.
Okay, never give up. That's
It's
it.
a-
Yeah, look in the.
And eagles so that I can fly.
Okay, just like me, the eagle. Yeah, Kevin, the last.
Actually, these days I would compare myself to butterfly.
Butterfly?
Learning new things and spreading knowledge.
It's something different. Okay. A big round of applause for everyone. As I mentioned in the book, like in the last week of the September, we are going to have a Shark Tank contest. We will give you more regarding the more knowledge regarding the Shark Tank contest. Just a little short summary. It is just like how we look at the Shark Tank contest. Shark Tank series on the TV. Same, we are going to use the same format over there. A topic you have to choose. Either you will use the same topics what they discuss in the Shark Tank. Come over there, pitch regarding that product. How you are going to bring business model over there. So what is the market size, and so that and do some R&D over there. So that when you come and pitch over there, the audience can do your so in the Shark Tank contest, so you are getting the opportunity to become an entrepreneur for a day and get the chance to pitch for the product in a business model, as a business model, and give all the related knowledge regarding the topics. What is the business model? What is the market size? How that product is uniqueness as compared to the current competitor. that is all about Sept. And over there you get the chance to get out from the comfort zone and become an entrepreneur for that day. How you can to pitch and make the other investor confident that you can bring money from their investor. So you are getting into the shoes of entrepreneurs. And that the contest is all about how to going to become an entrepreneur. If you are going to become an entrepreneur, what are the tough decisions you have to take on and how you define the process. Although for that we are going to have a session 1 week before that, because Rajiv is going to take a 15-minute session regarding his own entrepreneurial journey. How he pitched that he has pitched 100 of investors regarding their company, regarding their product to get the funding. Same we are going to get through that journey in the next week before the Sept conference. And again we have something new that the renewal is coming on. I hope everyone is available. And over there we are giving a 200 rupees discount if you are renewing yourself before 25th September. And I can see a lot of people have done a renewal, and today I also going to do, and I expect many people to have it. Now, moving forward, I am introducing Kritika, who is the Toastmaster of the day, who will take the show forward. On the introduction set, Kritika is a chartered accountant. I am currently working as an assistant manager in EY firm. He joined Toastmasters 2 years back, and he was also ex-president of the Millennium Toastmasters. Welcome to Toastmaster Kritika.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Let's have the energy in the room. Good morning.
Good morning.
That's the energy. So, instead of any activity, on the count of 3, I request everyone to close your eyes. 1, 2, 3. Take a deep breath. You don't need to open your eyes. Take a deep breath again. Focus on the air in the windpipe. Focus on the movement of it while you are taking deep breaths. Focus on the movement of your chest and stomach. Take a few more deep breaths. Now open your eyes. In the last 2 minutes, maybe 1 minute, what you did, maybe a very, very little part of your life, but one of the most essential part of your life, right? Why? Whatever you are going through, you are laughing, you are crying, you are stressed out, you are relaxed, you are traveling, you are sitting at a place, this little thing is ongoing till the time you are alive. Right? Or maybe if this stops, you are not alive. Right? On a similar note, while in life we move on and on to reach those bigger milestones, are we reminding ourselves to be happy with small little things? Are we? Anyone? It can be as small as maybe as reading the 10 pages of a book. It can be as small as getting a message that your order has been dispatched, to getting the order at your home and then popping the bubble wrap. It can be as small as that. Right? Are you reminding yourself in being happy with those little things, or are we really just moving behind the big milestones of maybe only getting happy when you are getting something big, like maybe a promotion in your career or getting something new, buying a new flat or anything. So this, while I am a beat we were working on today, I just thought of taking a small note of this thing, of being happy in these little things. The joy of going for a morning walk, maybe, going for a small run, talking to that friend whom you used to talk a lot in your childhood, but from just think about it that you have not spoken to him or her for the last 6 months. And I bet you each one of you will have one or two such friends. And why I am speaking this right now, yesterday night I got a message from my best friend whom we are very good friends. But from last couple of months, neither she has called me nor I have called, because both of us are busy in our own lives, running behind our own busy schedules. And at max, we just share Insta reels with each other and react on those Insta reels. And she just messaged me, "Yeah, tu to bhul gayi hai, call bhi nahi karegi." And suddenly I just thought, when did I talk to her last? And is everything so important that I can just call her up, or maybe she can just call me up for a minute or two and just ask, "How are you?" Right? So just sharing a small learning, that just check upon your friends. While they are good, they will be better if you call them. And one of such little things can also be leaving all the chaos behind and coming to attend a Toastmasters meeting. So again, a huge round of applause for each one of you to attend this meeting. Okay. For the benefit of guests, a Toastmasters meeting is divided into 3 parts. First is this prepared speech part, where people have prepared, the speakers prepare for maybe a week or 2 or maybe months as well for speech. It's generally ranging between 5 to 7 minutes, and each of those speeches are evaluated as well. Okay. The second part is table topics, which is the most interesting part of the entire Toastmasters meeting, where you are given the topic on the stage and you have to think on your feet and speak for it for 2 minutes. Okay? And the third part is evaluation, where the specific evaluators who have evaluated your speech will evaluate and then give you feedback, constructive feedback. There are evaluators for table topics as well, and there is a general evaluator as well. Right? We have general evaluator who will be detailing about evaluations even further. So these are the 3 parts of Toastmasters, of a general Toastmasters meeting, while we have some special meetings as well at times. So with this, are you all ready to get that, again, maybe I'm saying a small happiness in getting that constructive feedback for whatever you have spoken on the stage today?
Yes.
For this, let's welcome the general evaluator for today. He is someone who has joined Toastmasters in January 2023. Currently, he is a business intelligence professional and loves traveling and cycling. With a huge round of applause, let's welcome Toastmaster.
Thank you, Toastmaster Kritika. So I'm your general evaluator for today. My name is Ankit. I want to start with an experience of mine, a very recent experience. By recent experience, I mean something which happened just before I came to this meeting. I went to the stadium today, and what I saw there was that there was a group of athletes. So in stadium, the one round is 400 meters, and in completed it's 1 leg. What I could see is that those athletes were running really well. I mean, really well. And the coach was standing at a place, and he used to say things like that when the athletes used to pass, like, this round is slow, it is 113. You can do better, push it further, I want 110 in next. And what I realize is that it doesn't matter what level you are at any level you are, you need a feedback. It doesn't matter if you are a beginner or you are really advanced at what you are doing, you need feedback. At Toastmasters, our aim is to be a good speaker. So if you are a beginner or if you are an NDTV host, whatever you are, you need a feedback to improve. Now, my role as a general evaluator today is to evaluate the entire meeting. I'll be giving my report at the end of this meeting, and I am joined by a team of evaluator called Tag Team, which involves timer, our counter, and grammarian. So first, when the timer is Toastmaster report. Please help me welcome Toastmaster report.
So for every Toastmaster, the main thing is like to give their thoughts or express their views in a given time frame. So it give their point of view in a time frame. So for that, I will show the 3 cards, green, yellow, and red, and it is based on the different segment. For prepared speech, I will show green card at 5 times, yellow card at 6 times, and red card at 7 minutes. For table topics, I will show green card at 1 minute, yellow card at 1 minute again, and red card at 2 minutes. And for evaluation, I will show green card at 2 minutes, yellow card at 1 minute, and red card in 3 minutes. So yes.
Thank you, Pastor. Next up is our counter for today, Toastmaster Kaveri. Please give welcome.
Hi everyone, good morning. Good morning. As you of you know, I am Kaveri Sharma and I am the counter today. And today I want to highlight small but important aspect of speaking, reducing uses of filler words like or so. For example, instead of saying our project is really going well, we can say our project is going really well. Reducing or ers makes your speech more clear and your sound more confident. And by being aware of filler words and practicing to eliminate them, you can enhance your speech or communication. So focus on thoughtfully pausing instead of filling gaps with filler words. End of the meeting, I will submit my report. Thank you.
Actually, I'm really impressed by Toastmaster Kaveri today. She spoke without any kind of help. She did really well. Please give her a round of applause. Next up is grammarian of today, our Toastmaster leader.
Hello everyone. Today I will be playing the role of grammarian, and as a grammarian, it's my responsibility to listen to the speakers attentively and note down if there is a misuse of any language. So, like there's been grammatical mistakes or anything else, and I will also note down all the outstanding words or some quotes or sayings. to use it in a sentence, it would be like, you have the skills and ability to get all the information you need to progress with maths. I will present my report at the end of the session. Thank you.
So this is my team for today for evaluation. For the speeches, there will be specific evaluators who will evaluate that speech. We have 4 speeches today. 3 of them are icebreaker speech. So please give a round of applause. It's a wonderful thing that new members are coming up and they are giving icebreaker speech. And I hope everyone who comes here, nothing motivates them more than seeing the other members progressing themselves. And that's what we are here for. I will give you my report at the end of this meeting. Thank you everyone for the patient listening. Thank you.
So thank you, General Evaluator and the entire tag team. Now, in order to break the silence, let me call upon stage someone who is such an aura that when he comes on stage, everyone starts smiling. Yeah, people have guessed, I think. And I can't forget, and I'm actually not allowed to forget, to mention that he was the ex-president of Millennium City Toastmasters Club. With a huge round of applause, please welcome Toastmasters
Thank you, Toastmaster Kritika. Just to clarify, I did not ask her to say those words. They were all her. So they were This Friday, I was in Delhi. It rained throughout the day. While returning, it was already dark. And because of massive waterlogging, I was not able to find a cab or a proper transportation to Gurgaon. After a lot of hustle, I managed to get a cab who agreed to drop me at least to Delhi Gurgaon. I thought I would get a cab from there. He dropped me at a relatively remote location. Soon I started looking for cabs, but could not get. The network was also open. I started regretting my decisions. I should have stayed in Delhi. Imagine this. It was very dark. It was drizzling. Gusty winds were blowing. Dogs were howling. It was getting scary. Then I decided to hitchhike. I saw a car coming towards me and stopped. Desperate for shelter, and without a second thought, I jumped into the backseat of the car and closed the door. That's when I realized there was no one in the car. The engine wasn't taken on, and mysteriously, the car started moving forward. I burst. Suddenly, there was a curve, and out of nowhere, a mysterious hand appears and turns the wheel. It happened a couple of times. I was paralyzed with terror, thinking how a hand appears every time there is turn. That's when I saw lights from above down. I summoned all courage, jumped out of the car, ran towards the pub, and entered inside. I ordered some drinks, sat down. I was finally relieved. After around 10 minutes or so, 2 guys entered the pub. They were wet and out of breath as well. Looking around, they saw me. One of them said to the other, "Hey, look, isn't he the same guy?" The other guy said, "Yes, boss. That's the idiot who got in the car while we were pushing it."
Now moving to the first section of our formal meeting, the very speech section. So even just before that, the let us welcome our first speaker for today, who is someone who has joined Toastmasters in June 2024. His pathway is presentation mastery. He is an MBA graduate from Nasimulji, and he loves watching movies and for that sake acting, and he aspires to become a film director as well. For today, he is giving his first speech, Project 1, Level 1 of Presentation Mastery. His icebreaker speech to introduce himself to the club, and the speech title is Going with the Flow. His evaluator is Toastmaster Bhanu. With a huge round of applause, please welcome Toastmaster Mayank. Toastmaster Mayank, going with the flow, Toastmaster Mayank. Okay.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Most of you know me by now. For those who don't, I am Mayank Batra. I did my schooling from Ryan International, BBA from Symbiosis, and MBA from Nasimulji. During MBA, I found it difficult to crack the interviews. When I'm given a script, I speak very well and confidently. But when it comes to making conversation with a stranger or during impromptu, I tend to get nervous. I discovered this after getting rejected by many companies during the campus placement. So I decided to enhance my communication skills and joined Toastmasters as a guest at Indore. 1 month into Toastmasters, I got placed from the campus itself. But back then I couldn't become a member due to unfortunate reasons. But when I came back after leaving that job to switch my career from sales to digital marketing, I became a member during this transition period at Toastmasters. Apart from my professional life, I also like to cook. Cooking is my hobby and dramatics is my passion. What is the difference? Well, hobby is something you do when you are bored, that uplifts your mood. But passion is something you can do every day, all day long. American singer Tony Bennett once said, if you follow your passion, you won't have to work a single day in your life. Then why am I doing something else when I already know what my passion is? Well, there are things you do for money, family, society, etc. And then there are things you do for yourself. Why dramatics is my passion? I began writing stories at the age of 6, and at the same time, I also love watching movies. So I used to tell my parents that I wanted to be a writer or an actor. But my parents never agreed with me. They thought these unconventional career paths would fetch me any money. After I took PCM, I stopped writing, and but when I joined college, I had a lot of free time and joined a theatre group called Merry-Go-Round Entertainment based in Gurugram. And that too was not easy. My parents believed that I would hamper my academics or attendance, but that never happened. I used to manage everything from theatre, sleep, studies, everything, and I was traveling to Noida daily from Gurgaon 6 days a week. So I never let my theatre hamper my performance at the college. Then I started preparing for CAT and went for an MBA. During MBA, I became the head of the Performing Arts Club, and though I was not performing, but I was training juniors to take part in various street plays and nukkad nataks. After that, I came back during the time when I was free between the college, when my college was over and when I had to join the job. I was free for a few months, but I thought now I can finally devote full time. But I had to take up the job that I got through campus placement, and it was in field sales. I discovered that it was not my cup of tea, and I would do any office job but not field sales. So I left that job within 7 months of experience without having any other offer in hand. During the transition period, I joined Toastmasters, and I also recently joined college again to pursue course in digital marketing. while I was also making some reels on YouTube and posting them. And I also joined the script writers community, where live classes are held by the Bollywood actor Baman Irani sir. But my happiness didn't last long. My parents discovered about these classes, and that caused some tension back at home. They have a very different vision for my life. They believe that only corporate career can help me grow in life based on their own experiences. While I understood their perspective, I have my own dreams and I won't give up on them so easily. But for the time being, I paused my creative pursuits and decided to follow the advice of my parents. But there is this fear in me. I imagine myself lying on the deathbed. I imagine that recalling my memories, I imagine that I was not able to pursue what I wanted to. And there is a sense of regret and guilt. And this regret and guilt is the biggest fear of my life. And I won't let it happen. I want to try. I don't care even if I fail. But it's better because it's better to fail rather than not trying at all. I know when the time will be right, when I'll be more financially independent and capable, I will be more resilient and tenacious. I will be able to walk on the path of my success. But till that time, I'm going with the flow. Before I end my speech, I would like to narrate the scene from the movie Pursuit of Happiness. Hey, never let somebody tell you you can do something, not even me, okay? If you want something, go get it. People can't do something themselves, they tell you, you can do it. If you got a dream, you got to protect it, period.
Wonderful job done, Mr. Mayan. 1 minute silence for the feedback, and feedback form has been separated in the room.
And Monika's speech will be evaluated by this assurance. I have already clarified this. Toastmaster Varun made a mistake. So it was not my mistake.
So the name. 1 minute timer.
20 seconds.
move to the second speech. We have 4 back-to-back speeches today, so without wasting any more time, let's move to the second speech. The second speaker is someone who has joined Toastmasters in September 2023. His project is Presentation Mastery. His pathway is Presentation Mastery. And he is a postgraduate in science from IIT Kharagpur. Currently working as a senior manager at American Express. He loves reading, watching football, playing badminton, and is a fitness enthusiast. So with a huge round of applause, let's welcome Toastmaster Lokendra. The evaluator for today is Toastmaster Anurag. We would request Toastmaster Anurag to share speech.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning. I'm Anurag. I'll be the evaluator for Toastmaster Millennium. He's giving level 2, project 1. The objective of the speech is understanding your communication style. His speech title is Toastmasters Stage to Boardrooms. I wish all the best to the speaker and look forward to my evaluation.
Toastmasters, okay. Toastmasters Stage to Boardrooms. Toastmasters Stage to Boardrooms.
How often you come out of a meeting and wonder why your message didn't end up as expected? How many of you has realized this at least once in last 1 month? Raise your hand. But why? Anyone? Why do you think that happens?
Like we are not in the same place. Like what I was thinking, what he was thinking before coming to the meeting was this.
Yeah, that is probably the primary reason.
We have seen what's my intention and what his intention are different.
Yeah, exactly. This happens quite often. I am no different. I am going to talk about one of the key problems that we face in such scenarios. We see a communication style is a key driver in such situations. People expect different kind of communication styles, and we also have a unique style to us. I didn't know about communication styles, but I'm sure we all have utilized certain type of communication styles at various points without knowing what kind of style we are using. Until I figured and found out through this module that there are 4 types of communication styles. The first one is direct communication style. When you are action oriented, direct, sometimes also a little too straightforward. The second one is the initiating style. You are sociable and often enthusiastic, might look talkative at times. Third is supportive, empathetic, listener, and collaborative. The fourth is analytical. When you are data oriented, focusing more on the precise details, less on the opinions. Having figured these 4, I was trying to figure out my own style. It was difficult, but it was important. Because I realized it's not always about the message that you want to convey, but also about how you are conveying that. I was trying to figure out where and how I utilize these communication styles at various points. Let's talk about my boss. He's a no-nonsense guy. I love working with him. But he wants direct approach. No beating around the bush. It was very difficult for me to work with him in the beginning. I was always trying to figure out what he wants, but I was never able to deliver what he wants. Over time, I figured he wants direct questions or answers. I started coming up with the agenda of the meeting, setting the context, and coming to the point. This is when I realized my meeting times are getting shorter. They are more efficient. Even during discussing the complex projects, we were finishing our meetings before time. That is one type of communication style that I have utilized and people often utilize in corporate. I recall one more incident when I was presenting to a senior stakeholders. I was cautious because stakes were high. From my previous experience, I figured the leaders in this market often prioritize the precise detailing, the data, and not so often the opinions. So I focused a lot on the data, the precise details, not giving too many recommendations or opinions. We were trying to make big change in the ownership structure of the card. That was a huge change, but I was still not going into the opinions. By the end of the meeting, I realized and I made sure that they were echoing the same conclusions that I wanted them to have, but without explicitly mentioning those. That's analytical approach that you can take. Even more so because a lot of us in this room are actually in the same field. But that's not how I always operate. Oftentimes, I take supportive style. When I am in charge, I set the agenda in the beginning of the meeting, then often I take direction. I'm in the listening mode. I try to bring everyone on the same page, follow the empathetic approach. Even when my direct reports are presenting anything, I take time to process that information and take decisions in time, not very fast in making the decisions. So, over time I have realized it's not always finding just one communication style, but there are two key things that we can work on. One, it is yes, unique style that is especially unique to you, that will bring best out of it. So yeah, we should figure that out to effectively communicate our ideas. The second and most important one is we have to adapt based on the situation. We cannot stick to one communication style. So now that I had this realization, I was trying to figure out my communication style, and I still couldn't figure out. But I was sure there was a reason this model was there. During this whole discussion with my friend also, I figured I prefer supportive style. The empathetic, the collaborative, and bringing everyone together. I challenge all of you to explore and go through this module to understand your communication style. Because if you want to communicate better, understanding your communication style is essential. I found mine. Good luck finding yours. Thank you.
Let's move to the third speech for today. Third speech is again another icebreaker speech from Toastmaster Monica, who has joined recently. She's from West Bengal and she is pursuing her bachelor's degree here, a bachelor's in finance from K.R. Mangalam University. Her evaluator is Toastmaster Anurag. We request Toastmaster Anurag to share a speech.
So today Monica is giving her icebreaker speech, and since it's icebreaker speech, this is her project 1, level 1, and her speech title is Embracing Change. So best of luck to Toastmaster Monica for her icebreaker speech.
Just to add on, for an icebreaker speech, as we did in the first speech, Once the icebreaker speech complete is over, we give a standing ovation to the speaker for coming on the stage for the first time. First of all, embracing change. Embracing change.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Embracing change. It means to accept the development, the change, to accept new ideas. Hi, I'm Monica from West Bengal. Well, from childhood, we all had a lot of dreams. Like we want to be an engineer, doctor, teacher. But when we grew up, a lot of change came into our life. When I was in 6th standard, I want to be an international karateka. Well, karateka means a person who practices karate. My mother always supports me in sports. Relatives are always asking, "तो बेटी है, वीडियो भी पढ़ा रहे हो, ये सब पढ़ रहे हो, आपको तो पढ़ाना चाहिए, कुछ और पढ़ाना चाहिए." But he never give attention to them. He never cares about them. He always supports me. He never forced me to do something. Then when I was in 10th standard, it was COVID time. I realized I don't have that much of opportunity to be an international karate. At that time, I realized I love to visit, I explore places. I just decide to go with geography. I want to study geography in future. So I start to do hard work for that. Reports, I got 85%. But anxious, the marks were missed. Relatives and friends and my family were asking me, "What happened with your marks?" I don't think it was. I don't know what happened with my marks. I don't know literally. Then I shifted to my aunt's house for 2 months, I guess. Without cell phones, TVs. I got up all my connections from my family members and friend zones. And it was like a elimination camp. Then I started to heal myself. I chose a new path for my family. I want to be a parent. Then I took an admission, an institution specialized on aviation. Then once again, I have an accident. There was something happened wrong with that institution that I don't know. Then I think that I failed to take decisions or decisions for
icebreaker speech by Toastmasters Zahara. She has also joined recently and currently working as HR at Accenture. She has just recently moved to Gurgaon from Pune, and she loves playing tennis, watching movies, trying new places to eat. Obviously, a foodie in Gurgaon. Yeah. So, and her evaluator is Toastmaster Tanmoy. Request Toastmaster Tanmoy to share the speech details.
Good morning, everyone. Zara will give her first speech, project 1, level 1. The speech title, should I tell the speech title? The speech title is giving it a shot. Zara already moved us in different occasions, particularly during table topic sessions. I'm sure with her skill and tenacity, she will again move us. All the ways to Zara. It will be her icebreaker speech, so I request all of you to give standing ovation at the end. All the best to her.
Hello everyone, a very good morning to all of you. Good morning. So the speech I'm going to give is called Give It a Shot. But before I get started with the speech, I'll tell you a little bit about myself. So I was born in Mumbai. I stayed there till I was 4, and then I moved to Dubai. I did my entire schooling there, and I moved back to India to complete my college. So I shifted to Pune and studied psychology there. And then eventually, once I was close to my graduation, I got lucky enough to get a job. It was, I think, one of my most proudest moments in my life, because it was the first time I felt like all the hard work that I did finally paid off and I got something for it. And when I got my job, it was at Accenture Bangalore. But I was sadly a bit unlucky that I was someone who graduated during COVID. I was supposed to move to Bangalore, but I never did. But then a bit later on in my life, I did decide that I'm going to stay for a few months there. I stayed in Bangalore, then I came back to Pune. I got married, and then I moved to Gurgaon. So I got a lot of opportunities to travel around just because of the place I'm staying, and that is something I feel truly grateful for. But one thing I realized about myself was the day I got my job at Accenture. My mother told me that, "Beta, you were always very good at giving interviews. Why did you feel like you weren't good enough?" And then I thought about it. How can she say that? Because I don't remember my life being that way. I always remember that there are so many times I've just struggled to speak up. And it's not just, presenting in front of a crowd. There are times I've been nervous to even ask a question in class. And I think that is something a lot of people can relate with. It's not always about talking in front of a big crowd or a big presentation, but sometimes we're even scared to do a little thing, like even talking to a stranger or asking for help. And I know that there are many instances where I can pinpoint that because of that I didn't do something. So I started thinking to myself, when did this start? So my mom tells me that when I was around 3, I aced nursery interviews. So when did it go wrong? I think it was because when I moved to Dubai, my English was not very good. So I never felt very confident in participating in anything. I self-criticized that, this is something I'm doing wrong. I'm never going to get selected for this. And I pretty much went on with that attitude for a very long time. Eventually I realized when I was around 16 that it wasn't that I failed a lot, but the reason I've not failed a lot is because I've not tried a lot. And I decided that when I was 16 that this is the year I'm going to participate in everything. I first auditioned for a play. Turns out I was so bad that they gave me the smallest part. Because I was so nervous to read from a script. Because one, it was Pride and Prejudice. With that old English script, it was very tough for me to even read and perform. But later on, as the rehearsals went on, I started getting better, and eventually they also made me a narrator. By the end of the play, I had one of the biggest parts. So I just realized that maybe if I just put in the effort, I can do a little better. Next came an even bigger play. It was one of those plays where the entire 11th grade auditioned, and I got a lead role in that. So that was the sort of play that there were 9 shows, 500 watching each and every show. But I remember the day I stepped in to perform my first show, I was not nervous at all. Because I had practiced, I had rehearsed, I had done all my work. And just with that attitude, I decided that I'm going to start college. I decided to be tenacious. I decided to give it my best shot once I started. But then I ended up in a college where extracurriculars were not very prominent. But whatever was there, I decided, I was going to try it out. I enrolled to be in a social outreach program where we would teach kids with special needs. One very sad thing about it was that it was a Marathi school, and I don't speak Marathi. Actually, it was a 3-level school. It had English medium, Hindi medium, and Marathi medium, which was something which was very tough for me to tackle. But in my second year of college, I became the head of that society. And the first thing I asked the person who gave it to me, why me? I don't even speak Marathi. And they were like, no, you just seemed so enthusiastic and you were doing so good that we decided to give it to you. And that was something that really changed my mind, that I can do better. If I just give it a shot, I can accomplish anything. And one more thing I realized that was wrong about my attitude was that when we don't try, the chances of failure are 100%. But at least if we give it a shot, the chances of failure reduces by a multiple increase. And with that attitude, I started my job. Even at work, till date, every single day, I struggle with something or the other. Whenever I switch my teams, I get a little nervous. I don't speak on group calls even now. But I'm getting there. But I've decided something for myself. That even every time I jump into that hole where I'm not even going to give it a try, I will snap out of it, come out of it, and just give it my best. Whether it's Toastmasters, in my first meeting also I decided no, I will go for the table topic. And for everything ahead in my life, I'm just going to tell myself at least give it a shot.
And your shot was marvelous. So 1 minute silence for the feedback. Guys, please give feedback. I can see most of you are just sitting, just folding your hands and sitting. Just 1 minute feedback. I'm not saying for you, I can see many more.
Thank you.
Please give feedback. It's really important for the speaker.
Members can share the QR code with the guests.
Yeah, any of the guests who don't have the QR code, please take from the members side.
One question you have to submit this at the end, right?
Yeah, you can submit it at the end after.
Ideally, it should be submitted at the end, but it's up to you.
It's better to submit at the end because the week just extended for 30 seconds. So yeah, before moving to the second section of the meeting, I'll just quickly have a guest introduction because that was requested by the presiding officer. Guests can hear that way. Just your name, from where you are, how did you come to know about Toastmasters, etc.
I'm Govinda and I come to know about the Toastmasters from the Toastmaster Toastmaster and I'm now pursuing MBA from the Post Work Management.
Good morning everyone. My name
everyone, my name is Naman and I am born and brought up in Nandi. So I also got introduced by
Your introduction. Some of us don't know because you have joined recently, right? Yeah.
So
After this, we'll come to you.
were introduced to Toastmasters by him only, and today we have come here to experience this. I am also pursuing my MBA from Course School of Management, and I have working around 15 years. Thank you.
As also, I think there are many new members recently, and some of the old members, since we are coming on and off, it's our fault, not your fault. That we just need a small introduction from you.
Hello everyone, I am Toastmasters staff. I am from Patna, Bihar, and we are starting on Toastmasters at our institute as well. It's like we will have our own Toastmasters. Here are my friends who wanted to see how the Toastmasters looks like. So got them here.
Any other guests? I think I am going after much now.
Good morning all. My name is Sanjeev. I live in Sector 45. Right now I am working in the Japanese embassy as a finance manager. Thank you all.
No more guests? Any guests?
No.
Yeah. Now coming to the second part of the meeting, table topic session. As I said, it's the impromptu section where you will get the topic on the stage and you will have to speak. For conducting table topics, we have a table topic master. So today, the table topic master is Toastmaster Sept, who has experience in business development and e-commerce. He loves meeting new people and talking to new people, and also foodie, I would say. So, with a huge round of applause, please welcome Toastmaster Sept.
Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon. My name is Sept, and today we will explore the magic of table topics. A fast-paced, impromptu speaking exercise that adds exercise to our that adds a spice to our meetings. What is table topics? It is the art of speaking on the spot. Answer a surprise question or say your thought on a given topic. Why it is important? It sharps our ability to think on our feet and express our idea in a minute. Now let's keep it simple. Green means 1 minute is over, and when the timer shows yellow, it means you have 90 seconds more, and when it is red, it means you have 30 seconds to complete your speech. Now let's talk about audio approach. O for opinion, R for reason, E for example, and O for opinion. Start with your opinion, give a reason, share an example, and conclude with your opinion again. Who would like to be first to try? Dipanshu? Dipanshu, your topic is what was the last time you tried? What was the last time you tried something? What was the last time you tried something?
About 1 week back, my mother, my sister, and my father went on a vacation without me, of course. At first, I was disappointed, but on the second day, I start to realize It is one of the best things that ever happened to me. I have the whole home for myself only. Only catch was that I don't know how to cook food. For first 2-3 days, Swiggy and Zomato was my best friend. But on the 4th day, as it was month end, I start to see, okay, let's start cooking. I always thought cooking as something which almost everyone knew, or is not something you have to, give a lot of thoughts about, a lot of energy about. But ladies and gentlemen, the first time I start to cook, I start with a very simple dish of dal chawal. I thought, how hard it can be. Believe me, I don't even know how to cook rice. At first, I cooked very little. The second time they burned. By the time I went to dal, it was like, let it be. So, this is something that I've recently acquired for last 7 days when cooking my own food. It's difficult, but it's also worthwhile. There are a lot of things that I've learned. First, cooking is difficult. So, if you have someone to cook for you, please acknowledge them and appreciate them. Second thing, it's really appreciating to yourself, because no matter how bad the food is, the person who has cooked will really like it. And third, that what I really love about cooking is when you serve others, you are always anxious to know how will they like it, how will they like it. And most of the time, if they are your good friends, good people, they will say good about it and really feel good. This is something I recently acquired of trying something new. And this is also what I will recommend is to try new things. Nothing is minute, nothing is foolish, but trying new things is really amazing, has a very good feeling, and I absolutely love it.
Now I would request from any guest. Hi, Naman, your topic is sometimes you win, sometimes you learn. Sometimes you win, sometimes you learn.
So, my name is Naman, and as you know that I joined here as a guest today. I have come here for the first time to experience what a Toastmaster club looks like. So, my topic is sometimes you win, sometimes you learn. So, I will be talking about my experience at my workplace. I was working in TNL Private Limited for a period of 15 months. I worked there as a success specialist. So, in my job role, we had frequent process revamps. Sometimes the process used to take longer time, sometimes the process used to take shorter time. And I used to rate the team lead for a month there. So I used to see that the colleagues which are working, the employees who are working are not frequently able to cope up with that. I spoke to my manager that what can be done. He told that nothing could be done as of yet. I thought that the thing couldn't work this way, and I wrote a mail to the senior manager that this is the problem we are facing. I took the feedback and then mailed it. Firstly, there were a lot of rejections, a lot of meetings, but after around 2 weeks, we come to a solution that yes, this needs to be done. Frequent revamps are not required, and that's how we move. So this is the story. Sometimes we win, sometimes we learn. So I would like to end it there.
The topic is who do you sometimes compare yourself? Who do you sometimes compare?
I'm going to watch your latest video right now. I'm going to leave everything that I have and I'm going to go on YouTube and I'm going to watch your latest video. Also, I'm going to
watch you how you prime yourself. Who am I talking about? I'm talking about Tony Robbins, because he's the person that I idolize and I want to be like. The world's #1 motivator. Amazing human being. Even if you watch one single video, you'll get so much value out of this person. And that is someone that I want to be like. Why? Because of the kind of personality, the energy that he has. Whenever he steps into a room, you can feel that energy, the aura that comes out. And that is something that I want to inculcate into my own personality. I want to have that kind of tenacity to be able to do that. And I can do that so easily with the help of YouTube. You can learn anything that you want. This is the era where you can go on YouTube and learn anything. If you want to play a guitar, you can learn how to play a guitar. So we should use this power that we have to learn anything. And that's what I do on a daily basis. I try to learn something new by watching him and watching other people as well. But he's my #1 person that I follow and that I want to be like. And that is a person that I would say that I look up to and I want to be like. Because we all want to be like someone who's on the next level, better than us. And I'm sure all of you guys have someone like that. That is my role model. Thank you for this wonderful conversation.
I would like to call any guest. Hi, yes, the topic is if not now, then when? If not now, then when?
Good morning, everyone. I'm Yash, and let's start with something that I didn't think of, like being present here today. I wouldn't say I was scared of speaking in front of people, but at the same time, I'm not the best at it. So when my friend Ashutosh there asked me to come to Toastmasters today, I was very lazy, lying in my bed as it's a Sunday. Nobody wants to get up and get out and do something. So I decided, why not now? Why not go for it now? Why not do something that I want to do now instead of delaying it over and over? And hence I decided to be here. This shows how sometimes you have to decide, like you have to do something and to be there, and that can change your life. As being here presented me with an opportunity to speak in front of you, and like this opportunity can like give me a good head start into learning or expanding myself as a person and experiencing something like speaking and getting to know what I'm bad at when it comes to speaking in front of people. And with this, I think I could say that if not now, when? This can be the topic of how, this can be how we can change our lives. Thank you.
Because your topic is, do you celebrate the things you have and how? Do you celebrate the things you have and how?
Thank you. Yeah, I celebrate the things that we have. Because I think most precious thing that we have. Anyone can answer. What is the most precious thing? And time is the wealth, or you can see that as something money that once you spend, you can't take it back. And everyone has a limited time. So we have to do, and I think being a lazy in the Sunday morning or coming here, this is the best time anything I can say for the weekend I can do. And for other things, I can say that if we watch ourselves in every 2 hours, where the time leakage. Because most of us, there is a leakage from the time. Like we spend on Insta, Facebook, or some chit chat. But if we focus on every 2 hours, that whatever the actually time is going, we can make it a more powerful technique, more powerful other hobbies as well. So like if you want to play guitar, if you spend only 15 minutes a day on anything, be it in communication or game or anything, like in 60 days you can improve yourself even. So that's I think thank you.
Toastmaster Millennium.
love the most and what are you doing about it? What do you love the most and what are you doing about it?
Hello everyone, my name is Millennium. What I love to do is to teach others. Actually, I had joined this Toastmaster 2 months back and then I just left it for the time being because I have started something new. I have started taking training for coaching. I am going to be a life coach the coming 6 months. So my topic is what I love to do. I love to teach. I love to coach others as I am taking the training, and how I am going to do it. That is second thing. Love to do it.
What do you love the most and what are you doing about it?
And I am doing about what I am doing about it. I am taking the training for that. So from the childhood days, I was very passionate of teaching. I was a teacher, I was a lecturer for the last 15 years, and now I have taken one step forward, that is towards the coaching. I am taking the training to how to coach others, how to coach entrepreneurs, how to coach executives. So that training right now I am going through that phase. So I love to do teaching, training, coaching, and that is I am passionate about.
Raise your hand, guys.
Toastmaster Gaurav.
Toastmaster Pooja.
Pooja or Pooja. So you can just call
You
me.
can
One of your topic is, it always seems impossible until it is done. It always seems impossible until it is done.
Okay. There are many examples, but I'll take a recent one from work. So I got promoted to a vice president at the beginning of the year, around March. And I was handed over a 20-member team, of which 7 people were about to leave, including the team leaders who were responsible for managing critical areas of work within that team. At the start, it seemed impossible. It was a big challenge for me because the critical resource was leaving, and at the same time I was handed a bigger responsibility to manage. Somehow the stars aligned. I got all the support from the management to just get people from other teams into my team. We were able to swap some people. There were people who were ready to take on the new roles, and we were able to first establish the critical team leaders roles. So those who covered them, and my team also rose up to the occasion, and they supported in filling up the position that they were and were able to cover. We were able to cover the critical part at that time. So then I was able to gradually hire people and fill up the vacant positions one by one. So it seemed impossible at the start then, but now we have reached a position that all the roles are filled. And I have managed to fill some more new roles which got vacant over the past sometime afterwards in the 6 months. But you just have to be tenacious about it, and also you just have to keep on taking the challenge. Now I have new roles which are coming up, which are getting vacant. So it's a continuous challenge. I have kind of learned that in such a big team, it is going to be a challenge. There are going to be open roles,
every time a new entity fills in, and you need to be thinking in advance to take up the challenges. Thank you.
This would last.
Your topic is you become particular. You become particular. Participating in the table topic session, and it is all about improving little by little. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Sept and all the table topic speakers. Now it's time for the feedback section, the third section of our Toastmasters meeting. And for that, I would like to call upon stage a general evaluator to conduct the entire evaluation.
Thank you, Toastmaster Kadega. So Toastmaster Chandan is our table topic evaluator for today. Please give it up for Toastmaster Chandan.
Hi, good morning everyone. My name is Chandan and I am table topic evaluator for today's meeting. So first of all, table topic master, Toastmaster Sept, you done really good. Like you explained what is the objective of table topic and you also explained about the audio approach. So kudos to that. About all table topic speakers, everyone have really done very good job. Specifically, if I go one by one, Toastmaster Divanshu, your body language was really good, and it was like open body language, your hand gesture was really good. In terms of just a small feedback, you can use little bit of space more, like just standing at a place and speaking on the top. So you can use the stage really well. Guest Naman, again you really spoke, really well on the topic. Just one small feedback, you can literally a little bit use the voice modulation when you speak on the topic. You will avoid when you are speaking, your voice was literally flat, so you can little bit use that. Toastmaster Anurag, again good energy, your voice modulation, like when you started your speech, it was really with a strong energy, and again you use this is really good, so kudos to that. No feedback for you, yes, again you was really good in your speech, again your body language was really very open and strong, your voice modulation was also good, so kudos to you. Toastmaster Mukesh, again use your speech was really good. Just one little bit, but you can use more time, like you were just speak for like 1 minute, so you can really use the time, more time to speak on the topic. Toastmaster Millennium, again you speak, you spoke really good, but on eye, just one, eye contact, like when you are speaking, you are just, your eye connect goes toward back of the wall, so I think you can connect with the audience. And all other speakers, again, in terms of topic and speak, all other speakers like Toastmaster Pooja, Gaurav, really good, so there is no feedback to that. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Chandan. If you have stood up to say, at least you just ran away.
People are afraid to shake.
Yeah, I don't know, means I look scary or something. They don't want to shake hands with me, but anyway, we should be shaking hands. So now I'll be going with the evaluation of speeches, right? The first evaluator is Toastmaster Hamu, who will be evaluating Toastmaster Mayan for his icebreaking speech. Please have your
passionate, courageous, and fearless. That's how I would summarize Toastmaster Mayan's speech today. What I like most about Toastmaster Mayan, that he has that little flame still burning inside his heart. I salute your tenacity. How Toastmaster Mayan started today? First he started with his education background, his school, his college, his MBA, nursing only, and starting job with business, then switching into digital marketing. Till then, it was little subdued, but later on, when he came to the real part, he spoke about his hobby and passion. And he also differentiated between hobby and passion. Then, the real crux came into the picture. His passion. How passionate he is for dramatics and what all he was doing since his childhood to follow his passion. That's truly commendable. And then he said what challenges he is facing. So first of all, what makes a speech great speech? First of all, it should have a personal story. That was Toastmaster Mayan. And even a story, it should have a conviction. And I could see that conviction in his speech. Conviction comes in a story when you speak from your heart. Toastmaster Mayan spoke from his heart. In his story, there was a hero, obviously Toastmaster Mayan. There was a heroine, his passion, dramatics, and whatever you say, conflict or villain, whatever, that we have to follow the routine life, parental pressure, all these things are conflict, and he spoke about that also. He spoke about meeting with his role model, Irani. He included a quote and ended brilliantly with that act from the movie Pursuit of Happiness. All well, great, but I could still make some improvement points in the speech. You could have practiced more. I could see that the sentences were very long. Best way to send your point, speak your point to the audience, convey your point. Break it into small parts. Take pauses. Let the audience assimilate. Work on your pauses. Cut down the sentences. It's not written, it's spoken word. So, smaller the sentences, better the speech. Also, I could see constant movement on the stage, so try to reduce it and use stage movements wherever necessary. Overall, as I mentioned, it was a passionate and fearless speech delivered with a lot of conviction, and this was his first speech, so he has a good point. Could have been better with the smaller sentences and a little bit more practice. Over to you, Toastmaster.
Thank you, Toastmaster Hamu, for a very, very detailed evaluation of icebreaking speech for Toastmaster Mayan. Next up will be evaluation of Toastmaster locator. Toastmaster Anurag will be evaluating his speech. So please help me evaluate Toastmaster Anurag.
I think we can be a bit louder. Whenever you start a speech, you have the first 8 seconds to create that impact. And this is something what the speaker did today. Good evening, everyone. And I would like to congratulate our speaker today for a wonderful speech. Please give a big round of applause. He started the speech with a question in the first 8 seconds. He asked, have you all been in that situation? You had a meeting, but you're not able to give that message across. And we all put up our hands. So wonderful job on starting the speech with a great impact. Second thing which I really liked about your speech was you were very calm and confident on the stage. And it really showed because you were smiling as well. So that helps to get your message across, and it gives that level of great communication towards the audience. So great job on that. Kudos to you. Third aspect of your speech I liked was the use of hand gestures. You were so expressive in explaining everything. You were using hand gestures very effectively with every word that you said. Well done. I really liked that. The fourth aspect that I really liked about your speech was how you were sharing your personal story. You shared the story of your boss, where your boss wanted the work to be done in a certain way. He was very direct, and it took you some time to learn that thing. So that really helps to connect with the audience which are around you. Well done. Now, as you know, every speech can be made better, and that speech even better. I do have some recommendations for you. My first recommendation is the eye contact. I could see you had eye contact with the people in the back, but there was no eye contact with the people in the front, especially first row. I was waiting for you to look at me, but and the second row, so something you can work on. Secondly, moving around on the stage. It's good to move around, but it should be done with intention, not just for the purpose of it. So you could have started off with your speech in the middle. When you talk about the communication styles, you could go over here. And when you come to the conclusion, you could come back over here. So use it with purpose. Third thing is the voice modulation. When you ask the question, you can do it with a bit of voice modulation. You can say, how many of people here have been in this situation? That will create a better impact. So use of voice modulation. Just to summarize, wonderful speech. You had great calmness, confidence on the stage. You started off really well with a question. You used a personal story. The improvements would be using voice modulation, moving on the stage with purpose, and creating better eye contact. There were many takeaways from your speech. They were big. One of them was make agenda for your meeting to make sure that it finishes on time, which I will use nowadays. Develop your unique communication style. And the third one was adopt communication style as per the situation. Thank you for this wonderful speech. And back to you.
Thank you for the evaluation, Toastmaster Anurag. He comes with a lot of energy. Any person I've seen closer to Tony Robbins is that guy. Next up is the evaluation of Toastmaster Monica, who gave her iconic speech today. So I'd like to welcome Toastmaster Anurag for the evaluation.
So, guys, let me tell you one thing. Monica is the someone who is true example of the word tenacity. Let me now explain you what is this word tenacity. Tenacity is someone who don't quit, who keep trying until he or she reach her goal. So, what she did, she started about her life. She wanted to become something when she was in her 6th standard. But once she reached her 10th standard, then she decided like this is not something she wanted to do, or there might be some unforeseen reasons. And and because of that, I think her marks were also not good. She did not take it on herself, and she tried to figure out being optimistic and shows tenacity to. She has a feeling that this time will pass one day, and her optimistic personality will make her to choose the finance background, commerce field, which is she is doing currently. So, if I am looking at her whole speech, her overall speech, I can see she has shown a very good confidence on stage. She is very confident. She is very confident when she was on stage, and I also seen she has good command on English. She is very fluent communicator. So considering all these things, I realized that she will be one of the good speakers in the coming days for sure. Now come to some recommendations as well. I noticed that she did not have good eye contact when she was on stage. She just focusing on like one side only. So it would be better if she just give attention to everyone. Next, also one thing that I noticed, if she is a bit louder. So if she can include these two things, there are many others recommendations which we will suggest in her next speeches. But for time being, these are the two feedbacks from my end. I think if she includes these things, as I already mentioned, we are going to see a very prolific speaker in NCTC in coming days. Over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Anurag, for evaluation of Toastmaster Mamita. Next up is the evaluation of Toastmaster Zara. Toastmaster Tanmay will be evaluating her. Please help me evaluate.
Let me give a shot. I told myself going years back, when also I tried to do some theatre. But it didn't work for me, but it worked for her. But one thing is clear, through her story, we all went back to our life journey when we tried our love, we tried our passion. She took up very quickly, moved through her transition very smoothly, and landed on her topic. Let me give a shot. She was an expressive person. Through her animated hand gesture, she gave nice story. Her voice was smooth. We could see spark on her eyes, and her smile was infectious. What I see is that she is a natural stage performer. She prepared very well. It was quite entertaining. It grabbed all of our attention. But she has so many things to tell. I could sense that. I wished she could go layer by layer, tell us more about her. It was her ice-breaking speech. Also, I sense that she could use her variety, the tone variety very well. Because she came from theatre, she tried her luck here and used her pauses to increase in intensity or humor. The other improvement area I noticed that, and that's her strong point, she used her upper body very nicely. Her hand gesture, she was playing with her hand. I wish she could play with her lower part, which means basically use the stage. Knowing that she's a natural stage performer, I know that in coming sessions, it would be coming from her, she will conquer the stage. Now just to summarize, now just before that, let me use her name to summarize. Zara means brightness, radiance. I'm sure with her radiance, her expansion, she will do wonder in coming years.
I wish now she will spend time to prepare and create different layer conflict when she prepare her speech. And as I said, I wish she will use tone like the way she used the hand gesture. Stage will be all yours. I'm sure we'll see more Zara moment in future from this wonderful Toastmaster club. Thank you. Over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Tanmay. And with this evaluation, we are done with the speech evaluation for today, for all of your 4 speeches. Now we will be moving to the tag team evaluation. In tag team, we have timer, art author, and grammarian. First of all, I would like to call timer for today, Toastmaster Raghu. Please help me.
So I'm ready with my results. So for the speech, my allotted time is 7 minutes and 30 seconds more to close. So first, Toastmaster man, we took 6 minutes 14 seconds. Toastmaster locking, he took 6 minutes 10 seconds. Toastmaster monitor, she took 4 minutes 26 seconds. And Toastmaster Jara, she took 6 minutes and 15 seconds. For the table topics, allotted time is 2 minutes and 30 seconds to close. So first is TM, Toastmaster Divanshu, he took 2 minutes 17 seconds. Guest Naman, he took 1 minute 40 seconds. Toastmaster Anurag, he took 1 minute 41 seconds. And guest Yash, he took 1 minute 14 seconds. And TM Mukesh, he took 1 minute 11 seconds. TM Neelam, she took 1 minute 33 seconds. TM Gaurav, he took 2 minutes 34 seconds. And TM Pooja, she took 54 seconds. Next, for the evaluator, the allotted time is 3 minutes and again 30 seconds to close. So TM Chandan, he took 3 minutes 10 seconds. TM Bhanu, he took 3 minutes 20 seconds. TM Anurag, he took 3 minutes 19 seconds. TM Anurag, he took 2 minutes 54 seconds. And TM Tanmay, he took 2 minutes 54 seconds. And I took 1 minute 4 seconds.
Thank you, Toastmaster Raghu. Next up is the art author for today. Who is the art author? Toastmaster.
Hi everyone, here's my quote. I would like to start reading Ankit. You use 2 times, and timer Rutu you use 4 times, and grammarian Deepika and you use and 2 times and 3 times, and Rahul, I couldn't find any other words in your speech. It shows your hard work and consistency. And I would like to start our first speaker, Maya. You use 5 times, 3 times, and 5 times. And your speech was confident. Your message flowed very clearly, and follow your passion. And just keep working on reducing filler words. Good work. And okay, you use 4 times and 5 times, and clear speech, good message. And yes, we should work on our improve our communication skills. We should find our skill and improve that. Good work. And Monica, embracing change. Please. Embracing change. You use 5 times, then 7 times. And I can deeply understand how it feels to give an icebreaker speech and face that fear. So, good work and keep working hard. And Zahara, you use and 7 times, so 5 times, and your speech was confident and clear. Keep working hard. I would like to talk about our favorite topic, Sept. Guest Naman, you use 7 times, 8 times, and 4 times. And Yash, 4 times and 5 times. And Neela, 3 times. have so many times. Thanks so much.
Thank you, Toastmaster Kaveri, for the R-Counter evaluation. Next up is the evaluation of Toastmaster Deepika, who is our Dominion for today. Please help me welcome Toastmaster Deepika.
Okay, so there have been many times when the word of the day were used by Toastmasters. I couldn't be more glad than that. So I would like to thank Toastmaster Nayan, Toastmaster Tanmay, Toastmaster Zara, Toastmaster Anurag, Toastmaster Gaurav, Toastmaster Brian, and Toastmaster Anurag for that. Thanks a lot for using the word of the day. So there have been many quotes that were used in the speeches. I would like to just call out a few of them. It's better to fail rather than not trying it. And it really showed what you meant by that. Thanks Toastmaster ma'am for calling that out. Toastmaster Kritika has mentioned, be happy in the little things. And this is what we should be appreciating more, because we should be happy that whatever we have in our lives. There have been a few times when people have used the Hindi sentences. I would just like to call out whenever we are using that, just quote the translation of that in English as well. Yeah, that's it for the American. Thanks a lot.
We are done with our tech evaluation. Now it's my turn to evaluate the entire meeting, since I am general evaluator for today. So meeting started on time. Meeting started at around 10:30. So kudos to Toastmaster Abhishek, who is our president. Then kudos to Toastmaster Mayak. He wrote everything on the board, I could see, and actually
No, Zara.
Okay.
I think general evaluation came late.
I came at 10:30. So kudos to whoever wrote. Right, that's right, I guess. And speech and everything was great. Next up is the Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Kritika. She did a wonderful job because she picked a very meaningful topic and she delivered in a very natural way. Because sometimes the topic is good, delivery of that, you deliver that essence. So the topic was great and she delivered in a very wonderful way. Kudos to her. Next up is the joke master, Toastmaster Rahul. He was actually someone who makes joke out of his real life. Instead of reading something on internet and delivering here, he makes his own joke. It is a very positive thing. And the only suggestion for him is to be a little louder, because I was sitting at the end and maybe because of fan or something, I could hear him properly. So just be a little louder. Next up is the speeches for today. And Mayank did a lot of experimentation. I really liked that. And in fact, all of these icebreaker speech was really, really very good. Toastmaster Monica, Toastmaster Zara, wonderful job. Even Toastmaster Monica. So great job by the speeches. Next up is the table topic master, Toastmaster Sept. Wonderful job again. Only suggestion is to pick up the members are not raising hand. Because sometimes what happens is that members are not that much confident. So they need a little bit of push. Just because if someone showed up here, they are eligible to speak. We just need to push them a little bit. I could see Pooja was sitting there, she didn't raise her hand, but we insisted her, and that's what we are here for. And she gave a wonderful, wonderful speech. So please give her a round of applause for her. That's how we should be encouraging everyone and going together. So I think overall meeting was wonderful. Just one thing to learn from Millennium of today, Toastmaster Deepika, is she chose a very, word tenacity is a very usable word that we can use. and a lot of people actually use it. Sometimes what happens is that when you choose a very difficult kind of word which you can use in the sentences, so we should learn that from her, is using a word that could be used in the sentences. And in the last, I would like to give an evaluation that I could see some people were sleeping. Right? It's very unprofessional. We take this seriously, because if somebody is standing here, if someone is delivering this speech, it's very discouraging. So never do that, and you know who you are. So just take it in a good spirits and don't do that. That's the only feedback I have. And with that, yeah, shaking hand can also be done. One or two members forgot that. That's totally fine. More you come on stage, you will develop a habit of doing that. So with that, I think the evaluation part is done for today. Thank you everyone for patiently listening. Handing over stage back to our presiding officer, Toastmasters.
So it was a wonderful session today. We get to learn from the whole speaker about their personal story, about the learning lesson. Along with this, the evaluator. I can see much wonderful evaluator today. Hard to evaluate. I can see from the people like how they can evaluate the speakers and the evaluators. So now the voting technique has been shared with you. Start voting to all the speaker, all the track players. They were talking
Yeah.
about So I request the people nearby the guest to say this your own.
You can call out the name of people who participated in table topics. They can raise hands so that people can.
We have the name listed over there.
But people might not be aware of who is that
Okay.
person.
So the table topics, especially the guest can raise the hand. Guest Naman. Yeah, we have the Naman over there. Then we have Anurag and the Naman.
One by one, not one by one.
Yes. Yes. So we have yes, and then we have Naman.
So there are two Anurags. Anurag
Yeah, we have
Yadav.
one Anurag over there, the
He's just
GOT,
Anurag.
and one is from our.
And there are two Abhisheks.
Yeah, one is Abhishek, the president, and another is Abhishek Sharma, who was
The
member today.
other Abhishek is not.
Our musician. Okay.
And this Abhishek doesn't actually participate.
And your surname?
Yeah, Abhishek Soni.
There are, I think, 3 Gauravs.
Yeah, we have.
That's usual.
No, the famous is Amir. The famous is Amir.
Amir?
Yeah, in my company I can see 3 Amir in one. In one team.
Ankit and
Yeah,
Rahul
Ankit and
against
Amir.
Sarah. So let's have a big round of applause for them.
So let's have a guest feedback. When the people can vote. Yeah. Can you say the feedback of the today meeting? How you find it?
I find our meeting is good and is a good connecting of thoughts from your Toastmasters and
Yeah.
So I think the meeting itself was good. We learned a lot of new things and things that I can do.
Yeah.
So my feedback would be that in a Toastmaster meeting there are various aspects. First the speeches and then table topics. And impromptu speaking is more difficult to manage, and this is a good thing that we learned here. And
Well, I hope you can take this year, take up from our Toastmaster and implement the same. So for the benefit of the people who are from the 3 years in the Toastmaster, we have a program from said by the district leaders that who can the people can nominate themselves as a mentor for the new Toastmaster, for the new club. Either Pansu, Rahul, Kritika, you can nominate yourself, and also be the mentor for the new club that I'm.
It is 3 years.
Yeah.
3 years.
No, there is no such year tenure, but from the sake of myself or for the sake of Anjana, when this was, I asked for the people having experience of 3 to 4 years in the club. So you can become a mentor of the new club. Sure. Yes, sir. Please wait for that. Yeah, how you like the Toastmasters? Right, I have any feedback?
Overall, how it like? That was the meeting. I was expecting like this.
The feedback from the meeting, what you find the meeting is useful.
Internal feedback about the meeting.
About the meeting, how you find the meeting.
Overall, how was the meeting?
Yeah.
This was fantastic. I was expecting, actually, I was thinking to join long back.
Okay.
Such a good experience.
Thanks. So I request all the new joiner who have joined in the last couple of months, they start taking more and more spaces because I can see today, I can like there are people who joined 2 months back, but taking the ice cream spaces. So you start taking more spaces because when you come to this space and start taking spaces, to go more open to the public, to the audience. And when you become more open, you become more confident. And our voice, they start getting louder. So I request everyone to come and participate more on the speeches on the lower level. And also come every time, every Sunday on the meeting.
I did not realize the speech is open for nominations.
Yeah. So you can nominate yourself. Like last time, like there was 5 new speeches we have taken. We have considered all the 5 speeches were nominated. We never say no because we know that at the last 1 or 2 people couldn't do that.
Yeah.
So we have always open to take more and more speeches. Like we are taking the 5 speeches, but one we have backward. So we are open with them, and so that's why we extended our Toastmasters meeting to 15 minutes extra, 12:45.
Also connect with president if you are planning a speech and not able to get the slot. So if you are planning and if you are getting it is getting postponed for weeks, you can connect with president.
If you are finding it that you want to take this, just call me or text me. I will accommodate in the next meeting or in the next session. So as I said in the start of the meeting that 2 people have joined the Toastmaster Club last week. So we have a member certificate for there. Starting with Toastmaster Puja, you can come and take the